Hi. It's been a really long time. It's been 7 months since I last uploaded. Almost 8. I didn't expect to leave. Stuff happens and you just lose track of time, I guess. That's an excuse, but it's just what happened. Let's talk about where I've been, and just everything that's happened in the last 8 months. I graduated as of November of last year, or December actually, and since then everything's just gone to shit in the nicest way that I can put it. It's just gone to fucking hell. I can't stress enough how awful it has been. I might as well start from the beginning. My last post was in November of last year, November 27th, and my birthday, when I turned 18, is November 16th. And during that time, I had tried to catch up with some friends and organise a little party for myself and to go out drinking, because in Australia you can drink when you're 18, which is cool. I had organised it, and I just got ditched, and I just got ditched. 2 people didn't take off the day off work, so they didn't want to drink and left before we started. A few people had some stuff on, and I didn't blame them at all. One person just decided not to come in general without telling anybody because of his own issues with me at the time. And the other one had exams still, so I was, as of when we started drinking, it was just me and my mate of 14 years. We've known each other since we were 5, and I'm turning 19 now. And we met when we were both 4, if you want to be specific. And we were both disappointed. He had said that he was very angry at everybody for, in his words, ditching. So I felt the same way. Not because of him, just I felt validated the fact that he also thought that. And I had gone home. He dropped me off after buying me a drink. I paid him back because I felt bad for kind of wasting his night. He dropped me home, and he was like, "We'll make this up for you." Well, I'll make this up for you. They kind of did, but that was about a month later. I had gone home and I was just sulking by myself in my room, just drinking, and my mother was confused why I'd come home so early. I'd said everybody was busy, everybody had left. And then my cousins, my fucking knights in shining armor apparently, had said, "Are you coming out tonight?" And I said, "Everybody's going home." And they said, "Well, we're still out." So everybody's not still gone. So they took me out. And my other mate, who was busy in the first part of the night, he had also came out. And he was being like, fuck them, fuck him. He was very real like that. He didn't put up with no shit. He didn't take excuses. I was just telling him about the night, and then I was like, fuck it. I'm just talk to some girls tonight. I got nothing to lose. I got absolutely nothing to lose. And I met this very pretty girl. I'm not gonna say her name, but I met this gorgeous woman. There was an age gap, but I didn't give a shit because I was fucking 18, so perfectly legal. She was the older one, just to preface. So I'm a little bit sick now. Let me just continue on, I guess. But we danced, and at the end of the night, asked for a Snapchat. Because I'm apparently a fucking romantic, and we hit it off really well. And my cousins were super happy for me. My mate at the time was super happy for me, and then I talked to the guys who didn't show up for my birthday. I said, because we were all in a group chat, I said I met this wonderful woman. But she's older than me. And they said, no, don't do it. And some of them, like my mate of 14 years, Ryan, he said, you two are in very different parts of your life. I'm not doing it to dog on you. I'm genuinely concerned. You two may not get along. I'm watching for you. And I took that into account. And the others just dogged on me, and I felt very betrayed, just because there was nothing inherently wrong with it besides the fact that she was older than me. And I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna just talk to her anyway, and we started dating a month later, and it was going great. But basically every time I'd bring her up, there was a scowl, there was just a disdain for her, really. And it fucking broke my heart, and I hid it from her. 'Cause I really wanted them to be nice to her, but they weren't. And so, thus began a long, drawn out process of my mates falling apart. Well, me falling apart. I had said, let's not talk about this anymore. Just don't bring her up. They said, don't tell us what to do. You have no position to tell me what to do. And that's I feel like that's not an amazing way to speak to your mate. But I feel like I don't have any reason to say it's not. So it just continued, and eventually, at one point, I'd had enough, and I decided to spitfire back at particularly one person who had just continuously done it and had no regard for my feelings, my girlfriend's feelings, nothing. And I said, you've just been a prick, and frankly I don't want to be friends with you anymore, because you're not doing this out of any concern. You're doing this out of the fact that you don't want me to be in this relationship, because you think it's weird, not out of genuine concern. So I'm fucking done with being any kind of fucking mate to you at the moment. And I said everything that I felt, I remember a video that I had made that got very popular. I say very, had 300 views, but I'm a tiny channel, and this video will get buried because this channel's fucking abandoned. I had said that I'm gonna have to confront my mates on how I feel about the way that I am treated. And, that was kind of the start. It was not the end. That was recently. I, just fucking didn't want to talk to anybody for a while. I felt so hurt by everybody's messages, and there was a few people who supported me, but those few people I didn't feel like it was even. By that I mean, like, I felt that it wasn't enough to keep me around. So I had just kind of withdrawn entirely, and my good mate who did support me and my girlfriend has invited us all to a fancy little trip that we all had to pay for. So that's one person who stayed one night, which is not an issue, but I don't know why I mentioned it, frankly. But I went and had the thing, and at this point, most people had warmed up to my girlfriend, thinking she was nice, and some people just kind of avoided her. And at one point, my girlfriend gets a call from her mother in the morning. I wake up, and her mother says her dog's been admitted to the vet. He couldn't walk in the morning. And so I said, fuck this trip, we're going home to make sure your dog's okay. And I told everybody, and the reaction was just, okay. Like everybody's. No one actually had any kind of, not the reaction that you think people who cared about you, or people that was concerned would happen. And that kind of put me off, but I didn't try to overthink it. So we didn't end up going home. We got less than like 20 minutes out from where we were staying, and we got the call being like, the dog's fine. They don't know what it was, but he's walking now. He's in no pain. They did some tests. They put him on some medication. They put him on a diet. We were like, cool. We went back to the thing, and they were like, so what was the issue? And we were like, we don't know. And they're like, okay. And the previous night, we had gone out drinking. And this is important to the story, I guess. I say a story, but just to recount, and I'm going to do the best I can in not making it look like one side is completely right. I'm just going to tell it how it happened as best as I can, and I know that's hard because I was in the situation, which leaves an inherent bias, but we'd gone out, and it just kind of seemed a little like boring, and like it just the same things that I kind of had issues with were happening again and again, like just people wandering off, people being just, not too nice, just lack of concern, really, and I tried to brush it off. After we get back from the vet, there was still much of the day left, so I wanted to take Lindsay to a little aquarium that I went to as a kid in that town that we were staying at, and we went, and we come back kind of later that night after getting some dinner, and the previous night, my girlfriend had won this little stuffed animal that meant a lot to her at a claw machine where we were drinking. And she fucking loved that little fucking thing. And we get back, and I check the group chat for the trip, and everybody in the group took the time to rip that thing apart, put it on a stick, and put it in the fire. With full knowledge that it was my girlfriend's and mine. And I guess you could say it was my mistake for leaving it in the living room. But I didn't think that that would happen. I had no basis to think that would happen in the first place. They'd never done anything like that before. But I guess I should have known better. And my girlfriend was right next to me, saw the videos, and she walked off, rightfully so. It was hers. She was very hurt by it, and I spent the next 20 minutes trying to convince her that no, they're good people. And she was like, I know they don't like me, but why do they have to be so mean? And why do they just dislike me so much? What did I do to them? And you know, that hurt to hear, because I was like, damn, even in this environment where we're supposed to be happy, we're still in this situation again of them hurting my girlfriend's feelings, because she's cried over those comments previously made. And the age gap isn't like predatory or anything. She didn't know how old I was. And if you think it's bad, I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a shit. But later that night, I got blasted drunk. Just fucking wasted. Drank an entire bottle of vodka. And just kind of started being aggravated in general. Because the whole them being disrespectful was really stewing in my head. At one point I dropped one of my mates, like, on his back. That was banter. And I thought everything I was doing was banter, but it was spite-filled banter, because I'm not a fan of the banter that my old friend group did. And so I brushed that off, and then at one point the guy who had previously made comments about my girlfriend had said something to kind of tick me off a little bit, and he was sitting down, and I decided that a great idea was to put him in a headlock. And we started fighting. In my drunken haze, I was thinking, no, this is just banter. It was not. I can say fully that it was not. It was not at all, in any shape, way, or form, any type of banter. It was purely spite-filled. From both parties, really, I guess. And, he had body slammed me, hitting me in the groin, and I was kind of knocked on the ground, and I ran after him after he locked us, me and my girlfriend and a few other people, outside. And she had every right to do. I was the fuck up in this situation. I was not in any position to say that I'm the victim. And I chased after him, and I busted in his room, and there was a bunch of people, and I tried to attack him. And I got held back, and someone kicked me in the face, and I passed out. I got dragged to bed, and I fell asleep. And then the next morning, I was more sober, and I immediately knew I have to go apologise to everybody, specifically the guy that I tried to attack. And I fell back asleep, got lunch before doing anything, and I just went back in the room and was just full of shame and anger because I was still stewing. And eventually someone knocks on the window, and then there's laughs, and I ignored it, but my girlfriend did not. And she wrote in the group chat to stop it, and everybody outside thought it was me telling them to do that. And then a whole thing happened, and I was getting teased by the guy who wanted an apology, and that really set me off. And I said I'm sorry that you were not alone, because I would have beat the fuck out of you. In all seriousness. And they just told me to leave, and as I was packing the car, they said, wait, we need to talk, because you are the most impossible person to deal with, and nobody likes hanging around with you. And I didn't realise that they felt that way. So we talked, and they laid out all the reasons that they don't like me, and they said, we're not going to hang out with you for a while. If we want you back, we'll message you. And the guy who I was supposed to apologise to was very drunk, and said to my girlfriend that I am a piece of shit, and that if he was her, he would leave me immediately. Which at this point I'm thinking is fair. And then I left, and I was just sobbing the entire way home with my girlfriend. She wasn't crying, but you know, I had fucked everything up. I felt terrible about it. I did end up apologising to him that night, but it was after I said all that stuff, and they said I switched up, which I did. Because when I said that, it was a spur of the moment thing. I said it just because I was getting teased, and the entire time in the friend group, if you said stuff, you'd spit fire back, because that's just the way that it worked. And, you know, I thought my dumbass, my immature fucking dipshit self thought, that's a fucking amazing idea, isn't it? So I did that. And I lost everybody there. And one of my closest mates brought up the messages that I sent to that particular person. He said, what about all the people that supported you? And I said, I'm sorry that message made you feel attacked. I didn't mean it in that sense. I thought I made it clear that it was clearly about the people that don't support me, and, you know, I'm guessing it was not clear. So, I left, and that was a month and a half ago, and ever since, I can't sleep. I don't sleep anymore. I have lost all sense of being able to sleep. I have now 2 friends that I talk to on a daily basis. I have mutuals through friends that I haven't known long enough to call my friends. Half of them I don't even know their name. They're fucking online friends from a city 2 hours away. And I'm so alone. That's because of me. I regret what I did. And I remember that video that I made saying I'm gonna have to face the music of how my friends treat me. And I still regret it, because I could have gone about it in such a better way, instead of doing the bad thing and just being spiteful over and over and over again. Because I was never listened to. In that talk, they said that I'm the only one who has an issue with the banter, and if I can't take it, leave. And you're just supposed to take it and just go on with your day. And I just don't agree with that. I asked so many times for them just to please give me a break and not attack my family or my girlfriend, and it was just ignored over and over and over again, and it just made me into a spiteful motherfucker. I just couldn't fucking take it, and I lashed out, and I hurt the people that I love, and I get about 3 hours of sleep a night. Like 3 hours of sleep every night. I wake up and I'm depressed, I wake up and I'm anxious, and I just can't fucking deal with shit. And I have so much anger issues, because I'm angry all the time. And I'm scared that I'm gonna hurt myself or somebody else. I've been having suicidal thoughts, which goes against everything I said in my first video. It's so poetic. I just want my life to fucking end. I just want to wake up from this horrible fucking dream and go back to the way it was. I just fucking bawled my eyes out in the car with my girlfriend because we had a fight. She said it's not healthy for me to bottle everything up. I have to. It's the way that it has to be. And I try to communicate my feelings about it. It just doesn't feel like that it does anything or get my point across to anybody. Sometimes I don't want an answer, sometimes I already have that answer. And I just want like a hug or like something. I just want like the feeling that I'm not a piece of shit, but I am. So it's just delusional to even say that I'm not a piece of shit. And the whole thing has destroyed my relationship with my girlfriend. She says you're not supposed to bottle it up, and today I was sick and she came over and she said the front door was unlocked, and I said okay, I'll unlock it, and I hung up without saying another word because I assumed that we'd talk inside. And I fucking know that I shouldn't assume shit anymore because that's bad, and I fucked up. And she said she felt that it was rude. And I got angry because it just felt like I was getting attacked the entire time, and it feels like that every fight we have. She says that she can't open up about her emotions. And I fucking listen to her. I promise to God that I fucking listen to her. I don't know what else to say sometimes. And I've started just shutting down and not talking a lot of the time because I don't want to say something I regret. Today I just couldn't do it. I grabbed my keys and I fucking screamed, and I never wanted to scream. I never wanted to scream at my girlfriend. I never wanted to be that way. I never wanted to be the guy who screamed at his fucking girlfriend. I said, get in the fucking car. We're going home. I'm taking you fucking home. We got in the car. And I said that I try so hard with her, and it just doesn't feel like it's enough for her. And she says that I don't do enough, but I feel like I do enough. I feel like I take her out, and I acknowledge her, and I talk to her, and I call her every night she's not here, and she spends 4 days a week at my house. And sometimes I want to be alone, and that's an issue. And I just stopped having that dream of just being alone for a while. So, I've given up on some stuff just to bear the relationship. And I fucking am done. I'm so over giving up on shit. I just want some time alone. I don't want to break. I just want to be, like, physically by myself. I want to talk with my girlfriend, but I've fucked it up. She hasn't talked to me all day since, and that's 100% my fault. I'm so over just being me. I want nothing else but just to fucking die. I'm so over living. I'm just so over it. I can't handle being alive. I fucking tried. I went to a doctor and I said I had anger issues, and they put me on fucking anxiety medication. Last time I was on antidepressants, it made it worse. So I don't want to take them. I just keep telling my mum, just admit me to a fucking psychiatric hospital before I fucking hurt someone. It just doesn't listen. It's gonna happen, and I don't feel like I can stop it. I'm just, like, so down on my life, and ever since I graduated high school, I've just missed it so much because I gave up on one of my friends because of shit that she did, and then we just talked about it. My friend is friends with this person, and they raped my cousin. And that same friend had allegations against them, and it just made me question everything about the validity of what they said. They said, I hope you don't see me in that way, that I do that, but it's just dissociation. I can't. He was at that trip. I didn't want to go after that. I talked to the guy at organizing. I said, I just don't want to go. I don't want to go and have to look at him and think, my God, he's fucking doing, like, he could have done that. I am a piece of shit, and I don't think there's any changing that for the rest of my fucking life. I don't think there's any chance of me changing. So I've tried. I fucked up in every turn. I've lost a friend, potentially, of 14 years. He wasn't at the trip, but I know how he'd react to the news. And I'm sure as shit he's been told. He's not in any group chats, he's deleted Snapchat. And I deleted it as well. I just needed a break. I just didn't want anything to do with my old mates. So I gave up, and I just deleted Snapchat, and I've almost deleted Instagram several times, but I just fucking couldn't. My girlfriend didn't want me to delete Snapchat because she was like, what about like our streaks? They like represent how long we've been together and been faithful to each other. I said, I need a break. She said, okay. And I don't think she was actually okay with it. She just put up with it. And I ask her what's wrong. I ask her, what did I do? And it's not until it becomes a major issue or we're in some type of environment where there's nothing else to do but literally just sit there and go on our phones, because we can't go in the living room sometimes because my parents have a claim over it. So we just sit in my room, and obviously I don't have a fucking TV, we can't watch anything. She didn't want to watch anything until today. I just wanted to cuddle with her on the couch and just be just fucking normal for once, and it just didn't work. I fucked up. I yelled and I put a fucking hole in the wall with the door. I drove her home and we didn't talk half the time. We just screamed at each other. Like the first half, we just fucking screamed. And I just got to her house and I just got the fuck out of my car. I'm so done with living. I remember I used to have suicidal thoughts. At this point, I'm fucking just desperate. I feel like everything that everyone has ever said about me was right. Sorry to everybody that I've ever hurt. Sorry to like the people that I've known. I'm sorry to my girlfriend. I don't want to be a piece of shit. I am. And I just feel like I should leave because it'd be better, but she's not the type of person to leave me for that, and it's fucking terrible. But I don't want to be alone, because I'm scared what I'd do to myself. And I'm not, I wouldn't tell her that. I try to be the best boyfriend, I try to be a gentleman, and I just can't. I just feel like sometimes I have imposter syndrome, sometimes other people are right. I don't know, like, whether I'm a good person. And I fucking said this in my video about, like, identity, and I just don't know who I am anymore. I have no clue who the fuck I am. I haven't known for a long time. And I went to a mate's house and I talked about it. About the lakes trip, and I said, I remember... in school, I said, it's easy to be an arsehole, so let's be an arsehole, and then after school ends, we can just go back to being normal. But I've been this way for so long, I don't know how to go back, and I'm so exhausted of just living, and I don't see a future, and I'm just so fucking over life. I've just been poisoned to everybody. I don't think I can go to the gym anymore. I was thinking about going tonight. I texted my mum. I said, you need to admit me to a psychiatric hospital, because I'm going to fucking hurt myself, or I'm going to hurt somebody else. And I will take myself, but I don't want my car sitting in that fucking park for however many weeks, and then I'd have to get a new battery. She said it's not going to work, because there's too many people there, and there's not going to be any beds. So, okay. So I've just resorted to just being by myself. My sister tried to talk to me today, and I just kind of turned her away, because I'm too scared to even talk about my own feelings. I think at one point I am actually going to do it. This isn't a cry for help. I just want to say what's been on my mind, because I got nobody to fucking talk to anymore. I'm just a fucking piece of shit. I fucking know that. I've known for a long time. I can't change that anymore. It's fucking, like, cemented in stone. I'm a fucking piece of shit, and nothing's ever gonna change that anymore. this way, if I just stayed the way that I was when I was younger, I can't go back. I fucking wish I could wake up. I just want it to be a bad fucking dream. I so badly want it to be a bad fucking dream. And just wake up and it's all fine and I can go back and just talk to my girlfriend or just talk to my mates from high school. I wish I was back in high school. I fucking wish. I fucking wish. It was so much easier. Fucking, like 9 months ago. 9 fucking months ago. I fucking wish. I fucking wish. But I can't. I'm fucking stuck in this mess that I made myself. I'm fucking poisoned. I'm fucking done. I'm so done. Everybody says it's hard to like me. I can agree, because I don't fucking like myself. I haven't liked myself for a long time. And I understand whenever I'm feeling confident, that's a bad thing, because I know what happens when I'm feeling confident, because then I just, like, I spit shit back. I'm fucking poison as well. I know I'm trying to be more mature. The guys, when they told me everything they don't like about me, they said I hold no accountability ever. I don't know whether that's true or not, because I thought I did. I thought I did a pretty good job at holding myself accountable for things. But it's my opinion versus the 7 guys that were there who've known me for the better part of 5 years. I don't know who I am anymore. I'm fucking done. I'm so over living. It is so hard every day of my fucking life. I try to be a good man, a better man. But it's impossible. I'm not. I'm just not wired that way. Because I'm a piece of shit. I am a fucking piece of shit. I have no other way to say. I have nothing that proves that I'm a good man. I have nothing to say that makes it better. That makes me look better. I remember there was a comment on one video that said, "You're an amazing person." That fucking haunts me. Because I'm not. I'm really fucking not. I'm a piece of shit. I am a big piece of shit. I will die like this. I didn't want to upload because I'd upgraded my computer. And, like, I kind of forgot which email the channel was under. And I found it. I was like, cool. Let's do it when I'm down. This channel is my low point. It is my low point. I remember the first video I made was at a low point. Because I had fucking, a fight with my mates because one of my mates was dating my other mates and the whole thing fell apart. So, I don't know anymore. I don't know who to trust. I don't know how to be a new person. I don't know anything. So I just don't see the point in fucking living. I tried to be optimistic my whole fucking life. But fuck, how easy is it just to fucking die? I have fucking struggled my whole life with mental health. That's the point I made this channel for. I wanted to help people. But I just fucking can't anymore. I don't know. I just want to die. I really, really just want to die. I don't know what else to say. I thought this would go longer. This year's been the worst year of my life. Because I've lost everybody. And everybody's looking inward and going, you know, eat your cake. Because I don't deserve any sympathy, and I've never gotten any sympathy from anybody. So that just means everything's my fault. And it is. I want to die. I just want to fucking die. I've said that so many times. I just want my life to end. And then I remember that I have my fucking sisters and mother, and I don't want to be the brother that died. And I don't want to be the gravestone yet. But I kind of do. Because I see clips of people talking about their mates that committed suicide. And I just wish people talked about me like that. Because everybody talks about them in such light that it's just... we miss them so much, and they were... like, you know... like we liked them. I thought about it so much. There was one day before I met my girlfriend, whilst I was still in high school, that I put a belt around my neck. And I just tightened it. And I didn't let it go for a while. And before I passed out, I loosened it. And then, you know, I was fine. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I think I'm gonna call it for this video. I might make another video. I might not. This may be the last time I ever talk to you guys, or whoever's watching. This channel's abandoned. But I'm gonna call it here for this video. I'm probably gonna regret not saying some stuff, but I'm calling it here. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go. Probably just sulk in my bed. Fuck this shit.